you mentioned how the audience now can literally somewhat dictate what they want to see, how a storyline should possibly go. So that leads me to the question that I was trying to hold for later, but I'll ask it now.
Hmm.
What role has social media played in literally pushing this demand for multi-platform content?
I think social media is huge. I mean, if you think about all the things that have happened over the last 5 years with social media, messaging, all those things where, just people being able to write comments, like being able to watch something and instantly write a comment, like that's a new experience we haven't had. I mean, you know, if you think about, we would watch shows. If you didn't like the show or you didn't like something on the show, who would you write to? You'd
Mm,
write to NBC, ABC, like who would you even write to? You wouldn't even know where to start.
mm-hmm.
Whereas now, when you think about it, you watch something and instantly you can make a comment. And that's just huge to me because that's already starting to shape the direction, and people read their comments because people want feedback.
Mm-hmm.
So that's one thing. And then I think, with you see like social media is just it's unparalleled in human history. I think they're saying Facebook would be the third largest country,
Yeah.
in the world. It's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
behind China and India. So that just tells you how many people are on social media and that power. And even when I watch, it's like even now, I probably spend about, if you go on Facebook, there's no way you can get off of Facebook in less than 20 minutes.
Yeah.
So
It's a
it's like,
trap. It's a
it's
trap.
a trap,
It's a trap.
and so I think that's even changing the way content is created because now you do have this fourth screen that people are engaged in. And I recently read a study where we're younger people are starting to spend upwards of 3 hours a day staring at their mobile devices.
Mm.
So that's, if you think about it, certain generations it was TV.
Yeah.
Now we're seeing them staring at the mobile screen,
Mm-hmm.
and so I think all of that plays out.
Well, that's interesting too because I would dare say with the various mobile apps, I was just one of the blog posts I did was about Hang With. It's a new
Mm.
app that 50 Cent, Terrell Owens, and Timbaland have invested in.
Oh wow.
And I think right now with this younger generation, there's a new focus in real time and talking about
Yes.
developing multi-platform content. But now people are so hungry for things in real time. In other words, now it's live streaming. And
Yep.
with that particular app, you can develop content in real time and engage with your fans in real time.
Wow.
So,
That's
yeah.
this is I think the hunger is there, the desire is there. People want things more instantly.
Hmm.
They do want real time. I you know One thing might date me is like sometimes I say, "Oh, I have to download that." People don't download anymore; they're streaming.
Yes, that indeed is
Nobody
true.
was downloading, so it's one of those. It's a new world that's being pioneered, and it's great to hear about that app.
When you're trying to focus on once the product is done and you're trying
Hmm.
to get that distribution deal, especially if you're trying to go to a Netflix or a Yahoo or something or the other, what role does that audience building? Because I think that's crucial too. Because without that audience, without and sometimes without that initial audience, you will not catch the eye of a
Yeah,
distributor.
I
So
agree.
talk to me about that a little bit.
Yeah, I think it's very important to engage your audience. One, build your audience, but engage them. If you have 10 people following you or 10 people writing comments, get in there and engage them and build upon that because those 10 will be loyal and then they will grow from there.
Hmm.
I think it's very important. People are always looking for traction. They're looking for, they want some credibility in the marketplace. And one thing I want to add to what I was saying before, even on celebrity, is you know you can collaborate with another let's call them a new media celebrity. It's like you might be a new media celebrity, but you could collaborate with one, and you see that now where they're coming on each other's shows on YouTube. One guy might have 10 million hits, another lady might have 5 million, but then they'll appear on each other's shows, and they'll kind of cross pollinate their followers. So I think that's a good way to go too. But I think anything you can do to build that traction, and then also I would say engage, like use the technology to truly engage. Like when you get feedback, write something back and, do that, because that'll help you get your deal. That'll help push things forward. And, these are people who care about you and who care about the content you're creating.
And on top of that too, you got to make sure that your online presence is pretty strong, because
Yes.
if you reach out to somebody on LinkedIn, unless they're trying to hide the anonymous premium member, can look at your look at your account, and if you don't appear to be somebody worth their time and effort, it's just not going to happen.
And I think that's key too. Is get your LinkedIn together, get your Facebook together, get your Twitter together. That whole package now. A lot of times when people are even in development, people are asking, "Hey, what does their Twitter account look like?"
It's contractual for some people now.
It is. And I just saw a special about, or I was reading an article about what is that show? The Kerry Washington show. Scandal. And how well they're doing.
You are obviously not a gladiator. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not.
Okay.
I tell you, I know. I'm bad. I'm not. But how well they're doing in social media, and how they're creating this whole culture just in the social media presence from every actor on that show. And that blew me away, because they're all of those actors are tweeting, and they're having social engagement. So it's contractual now. So you really have to focus on that and work on that.